on one of the recent interviews on ENCA, a news broadcasting channel. Dali Mpofu was interviewed, whereby he went on expressing that in the future the EFF might work with the MK party. The MK party might even work with other progressive forces within the ANC. But of course, he was asked the question, do you think the EFF and MK party in the future will merge? I don't think he believes it will merge, but he believes they will work together for a common progressive agenda. And that's the same thing Julius Malema said when he was in Botswana. If they agree on something, they'll work on it. I also agree with that initiative. I just don't agree with political parties at dissolving just to join the MK party and become one. That one I will never agree with. But listen to this so you can understand.
Will MK and EFF ever merge, do you think?
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully the...
Do you really think so, considering... I think that, you know, we've reached out to Julius Malema to also get his views on this. We haven't received a response as yet, but he seems rather hurt. He's lost big players in the EFF. Yeah. So do you really think that he would say, let's merge with MK?
No, it's not about one person, you know. That's the issue. I think the EFF as an organization there'll come a time when it must do an introspection, and hopefully at the conference that's coming now, and look at all the options, including the one that you are postulating, or including remaining as a separate organization but cooperating with like-minded organizations. There's no one model. But my own dream, to answer your question, is that the progressive forces, those that are still found in the ANC, not the faction that is flirting with the DA. In fact, hopefully that faction will go and merge with the DA openly. But the real serious comrades within the ANC, the people in the EFF and MK, should be able, hopefully before the next election, to find each other in one of the formats that I've described. If a total merger is not possible, then there should be some cooperation agreement. If that is not possible, then there should be a kind of voting bloc, as I say, where we say, okay, this is what we stand for, these 3 or 4 or 5 things, and if you want to do any deal with us, you must subscribe to those.
You heard him, right? Also, going further, expanding, speaking about the progressive forces, the revolutionary progressive forces within the ANC. He says that in the future, in the coming elections, there might be a possibility whereby there's a common agenda. Of course, the agenda is for black people to benefit the people of South Africa, usually blacks, because majority is black people in South Africa and majority rules. So to benefit the black people, I'll put it like that, and I won't be apologetic about it. So he's saying there's a high possibility these political parties might work together. And I agree with that. Any sensible person who can see or project the future or just see what's happening, despite all the petty politics, the insult, and the petty politics about Floyd leaving and things like that, those ones is fine. We can address them on a separate conversation. We are speaking about these parties working for a common agenda. After all, they have similar policies. After all, they have similar worldviews and similar agendas to benefit the people of South Africa, the people, black people. So I don't see any possibility of them not even working together in the future. They will work together. Of course, working together, I don't mean they have to come together under one umbrella, MK party, and the other political parties don't exist. No. Different political parties can exist for different reasons. They can contest elections as independent political parties with their own independent structures. But if the agenda is suitable for policies from different political parties, they can come together and vote together in parliament. They can come together and share the vote and support each other, you know, and with the motions of confidence and things like that. That's what the DA and the ANC they're doing now. As you can see, Mr. Mpofu there, he's also saying that in the future there's a high possibility the ANC might merge with the DA Of course, he's speaking about the other ANC, the one that has sold out black people, the ANC of the far right, pushing the right politics, the far right, politics. So any sensible person can say that, what this guy is saying. Any sensible person can see what might happen in the future. Put the petty politics aside. Put whatever is happening now with MK party, people leaving EFF, put that aside. We're speaking about a common agenda, things that which the EFF believes in and things that which the MK party believes in. You think these two political parties won't support each other? After all, when the MK party proposes something to benefit people of South Africa, black people, all black people from different political parties, even the ones who are voting the DA, will benefit. Even the ones who are voting ATM, even the ones who are voting for Mr. Gaten McKenzie will benefit, including the ones who are voting for the EFF will benefit. Whether this initiative is taken by the MK party or is taken by the EFF, all black people will benefit. It's not like when a councillor of the EFF deals with issues in a certain ward or in a certain environment like a society or a kasi. It's not like they are looking at how we just try to do this for EFF members only. No, they're doing it for the benefit of the people who are living in that environment. And of course, that environment is not just people who vote for the EFF. It's people from different political parties. But because that councillor or that MMC benefit at the progressive black people and is pushing the agenda to benefit our people, all people from different political parties benefit. So I don't see any negativity from what this man is saying. I don't see it. Put the politics aside, him trying to destroy the EFF from within. Put that aside. Here we're speaking about a progressive agenda. When that time comes for these parties to work together, they will work together. They will. Whether you like it or not as an MK party supporter, whether you want to believe it or not as an EFF supporter, these political parties will work together as long as they believe in the common agenda, in the common mission. They will vote together, they will work together. The petty politics, they will put them aside. They will continue contesting each other on the ballot independently. But voting-wise for a common agenda, they will work together. I agree with Mr. I just don't agree with the with political parties having to dissolve. ATM has to dissolve. EFF has to dissolve, and they must join MK party. That one I don't agree with. But working together, voting together, yeah, I agree with that one. There's no problem. But different political parties can do their own things. There's a reason why different people vote for different political parties. The EFF members will vote for the EFF. We will vote for the EFF. MK party people will vote for MK party. ATM will vote for ATM. And things like that. It's different structures, it's different organizational works from these different organizations. So it only makes sense for them to stay independent. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.